Hey everybody, it's Kyle from wonderfullife.com. Just stopping off at our local butcher shop to go pick up a nice prime brisket to smoke today. Give you guys a little demo on what's possible on the Woodwind Wi-Fi Camp Chef 20 smoker that we're giving away. Be ready.
Hey, excuse me, sir.
Yeah, what do you want, bro?
I need a brisket, please.
I got a perfect one right here for you.
Got a whole prime brisket for you, ready to go for your smoker. Enjoy yourself.
So first things first, when you're smoking your first brisket, a lot of firsts, don't be scared. It's going to be daunting. You're going to be looking at the price tag of $140 to sometimes near $200, unless if you do smaller 2-3 pound increment cuts, keep you under $50 or so. But don't be daunted, especially when you know it's going to be caught up 10-12 hours of a smoke time, sometimes longer depending on what you're doing and everything. This video is going to attempt to give you peace of mind and everything and really help you entertain this nice unit we're going to be giving away. So when you're smoking a brisket, you want to look for whole packer brisket if possible, which is pretty much going to be the first and second cut together, untrimmed, ready to go for your own trimming and everything, depending on the style. Different regions like to do it differently. But alongside that, I like to have a few feet of butcher paper, help you get over that stall of 165 internal. You wrap it up, give you that Texas crutch, help you really get to the point you need to. You always want to have a seasoning that you prefer. Apple cider vinegar, help keep it moist. You will spray it upon preference in different smokers. Got to have a nice 6 to 8 inch breaking knife for the brisket itself. Using said knife, we're going to go ahead and break this down. Well, not break it down, we're pretty much just only trimming it, but I'm just used to the butcher's terms and everything. And so, we're just going to take this fat cap off that's on the bottom. We're going to clean that up nicely, pretty much get all of that loose stuff off there, make it look nice and uniform, and then get rid of all the silver skin that you're going to see there. And then we're going to flip it over, knock off all that heavy fat. You see that gray line in there. There's 1,000,001 different rhymes or reasons people say that happens. I'm in the industry and I've heard even more reasons where it comes from. I truly just believe it's the way it's packaged, and that's typically where the seam is on the Cryovac package, but everyone has a different answer. If you look in there, you're going to have a 2 to 3 inch pocket of straight fat that you're going to want to take out. And then same as the side wall that you can see is clearly 3 to 4 inches right there that I'm just whacking right off. And as you can see, I'll split it in half to show you that it's just dead fat right there. And then as you can see, you're going to do the pinch and pull technique to find the really thick pieces of fat. And you're pretty much just going to want to knock that down to size. Rule of thumb for most universal brisket recipes is 1/4 to 1/2 inch of fat cap, which will allow you at least a 10 to 12 hour smoke session rendering wise, giving a nice buffer zone for the actual brisket itself for that duration of time smoking. As you can see, as I take those pieces off the bottom, it actually shows you how thick and deep it really is as you take more and more away. And so, you know, it's one of those things, as you move on, the more you smoke, the more you trim, you're going to get to a happy point of how you like it. And that's one thing I tell people, even when I was back in the butcher department at my old job and everything. Follow recipes to a certain extent, but at the end of the day, you want it to taste and you want it to end up how you want it. And so I tell people all the time, whenever you read a recipe, take it as suggestions, not as rule of thumbs or anything like that, except for hard rule of thumbs like bringing chicken to 165 and things like that, just for safetyness. But we're just going to continue knocking out that fat pocket, clean that up. You can see that beautiful decal that I just kind of slapped on down. And that is a beautiful piece right there. So when you're seasoning your brisket, one of the biggest things that I see not happen kind of hurts. You want to get this moist piece of meat as tackable and as pliable as possible, which means we're going to get all the excess moisture off in an attempt to make this as noticeably sticky as possible. And when people hear sticky and red meat in the same sentence, they cringe. But it's only out of sheer ignorance. Without knowing the proper applications, definitions of everything when it comes to it. It's just like when you tell people you eat pigeon growing up. They don't know the difference, that it's no different than the squab or squall they've had for Christmas and Easter and things like that. So now that this is all nice dry, we're going to take our favorite rub, which is the hardcore carnivore black. Make sure all the big pieces on top, sometimes it settles. And we're just going to give it a nice liberal coating. So a little heavy on top. We're going to take that and massage it all in. You know, the more we're in it, again, we're going to come straight liquid, so there's something right there. So the coolest thing about these smokers is just how easy it is really at the end of the day. You simply plug it in, you set your temperature, you let it come to heat, and you lay down whatever you're looking to smoke, and you simply throw those probes in, set the temperature you want to be notified at for when it reaches it, you let it sit, and then you simply enjoy. So easy. Just got the first brisket ever down on the smoker. Beyond excited. I'm thinking this Woodwind Wi-Fi 20 is going to treat us just right. So we're just going on about our 5th hour, smoking the first brisket on the Camp Chef Woodwind Wi-Fi 20. Let's go check it out really quick. Alright, so let's see what we got going on. Take a look at the head unit. Chilling perfectly between 220 and 225, which is my ideal temperature. Anytime I like to smoke things, 9 times out of 10. We're almost at the wrapping point, 165, and then we'll probably have maybe 3 or 5 more hours to go. Let's take a look at how it's looking. Oh yeah, just like we want. Getting nice little juice pockets. It's nice and dry on the top, which is perfect because I like to spritz every hour, 2 hours. I like to do it just until it looks like it's a little moist again. And then we'll let it sit for 30 seconds. And we'll just take a look at how much that really sucks it all up. Sometimes it'll be thirsty. As you can see in the back that it needs a little bit more. You always want to make sure you're getting every inch of surface. That should be good for now. Come back in another hour, spritz again. All right, and so it seems to be we're sitting at the stall of 160. So it's time to go for that Texas crutch. We're gonna pull this girl out. All nice and rubbery already. You can see that jiggle in it. This is gonna be good. Can't forget to slide out that probe really quick. The fact that that came out as easy as it did, it's a really nice sign too. One tip too, guys, when you're taking your brisket off the smoker, try not to tip it over and lose all those good juices sitting on top. Time to wrap. All right, here we are. After, what we got? It's going on 5 o'clock, we put it at 10. It's just about 6, 7, 8 hours or so. It's looking absolutely beautiful. It's got that jiggle we're looking for with it. Texas crutch time. Get it wrapped up in this butcher paper. Alright, it's going back on.